Hello students, I am back with our English classes for class 10th and today we are going to read Glimpses of India Part 1, A Baker from Goa, written by Lucy Roderick. So students, here is a pen portrait of traditional village baker who still has an important place in his society. The elders are usually fond of recalling the past. These memories relate to the people and places. The author often heard elders talking about the old times in Goa under the Portuguese rule, the Portuguese rulers and the famous loaves of bread. The baker who used to bake and sell those bread are still there. Their sons are keeping the tradition alive. There are three categories of people connected with this profession: the mixer, the molder, and the bakers. Loaves were baked in furnace. The baker used to arrive in the morning with his goods. Such bakers are known as padder in Goa even today. So students, what we have seen that elder people loves talking about past. Yes? तो यहाँ पे भी हम किसके बारे में जान रहे हैं? गोवा के बारे में. जैसे कि आप लोगों को पता होगा गोवा जो था वो पोर्टुगीज के अंडर था. Okay? So he is recalling the past and he is talking about the bread, loaves, pav. Okay? उसकी जो फ्लेवर है, उसकी जो टेस्ट है अभी तक मतलब लोगों के पास जाती है क्योंकि प्रोफेशनली जेनेटिकली वो उस प्रोफेशन को वहां के बेकर कैरी कर रहे हैं. ड्यूरिंग द ऑथर्स चाइल्डहुड इन गोवा द बेकर यूज्ड टू बी देयर फ्रेंड एंड गाइड. ही वुड कम at least twice a day, once in the morning with his full baked and again in the evening with the empty basket. The children used to wake up from sleep to meet and greet him. They were interested only in the bread bangles. The baker would come with his specially made stuff. He greeted the lady of the house and placed his basket on the vertical bamboo. The servant collected the loaves. The children tried to peep into the basket and inhale the typical fragrance of the loaves. While the elders got the loaves, the children got the bangles, and the children ate it without even brushing their teeth. So what is this, students? If you will go to your past, you will remember the days when you also used to do such type of activity. So here the narrator is saying that कि वो बेकर के लिए लोग वेट करते थे कि वो कैसे आएंगे. चिल्ड्रन जो थे वो काफी एक्साइटेड रहते थे. उनको मिलते ही वो तुरंत उसको लेते थे और बिना ब्रश किए हुए खाना स्टार्ट कर देते थे. तो जैसे कि हमने भी अपने बचपन में किया है. यस, स्वीट ब्रेड और बॉल was an essential item of marriage gifts. While bread was essential for a party or a feast, sandwiches were a must for the daughter's engagement, just as cake and ball in hands were unavoidable part of festival like Christmas. Thus, no village could do without a baker and baked items. So here I want to see you that the village of that Goa means that was incomplete without baking products. So for baking products we required baker, because if you will see the items, all the items are usually very much in use in that places related to any party, engagement, marriage ceremony, Christmas celebration. So you can see the impact of Portuguese. This all things are generally a Western effect. So Goa was under Portuguese and still so through the items we can see that how these items are very important in Goa, and for this we need baker. The bread seller of those days wore a peculiar dress called kabai. It was one piece long frock. The bakers wore a shirt. The bread seller of those days wore a peculiar dress called kabai. It was one-piece long frock. The bakers wore a shirt and trouser longer than half pants but shorter than full-length pants. So student, this was the dressing style of the baker from Goa. You can see in the image as well. The baker collected his bill at the end of the month. The accounts were recorded on some wall in pencil. Baking was profitable profession in those days. Bakers were fairly fat, which was standing proof of their prosperity. So student, here I want to say that the baker profession was quite profitable in that part of our country because by the physical feature of the baker, that means it was claimed that the bakers were quite healthy. So this was the sign of their prosperity. So we can say and we can understand that baking was really a very good profession of that part in that time. The baker collected the bill at the end of the month. Even today, a person wearing the half pant reaching below the knees is compared to a padder, while a fat fellow is easily compared to a baker. So what I want to say you that till now, as what we do when we have some memories or when we are talking about past, so we relate the past with present. Yes. So in that way, the past fat people are related with the profession of baker because they were professionally they were very prosperous. So the fat was the sign of baker and it was the sign of prosperity. And the thin person, even today, that they are compared to a padder, but a fat fellow is easily compared to a baker. So lesson begins. So here we can say in this chapter, the narrator often finds his elders thinking. That means narrator have found that the elders were thinking about those good old days and telling them about the famous braids that date back to the time when Portuguese ruled over Goa. They ponder over the past and tell them that though the Portuguese have left Goa, but the bakers still exist. If not the original one, their legacy is being continued by their sons. So I want to say students, elders in Goa are nostalgic about ये बताना चाह रहे हैं कि मतलब जब पोर्टुगीज गोवा को रूल करते थे तो उनकी जो खाने की स्टाइल थी वो बेसिकली ज्यादातर ब्रेड बेकिंग चीजें खाते थे बेक किया हुआ ब्रेड्स होते थे तो आज जो नैरेटर है वो क्या बताने का कोशिश कर रहा है वो ये बताने का कोशिश कर रहा है कि दोज गुड ओल्ड डेज मतलब वो बहुत हसीन दिन थे बहुत अच्छे दिन थे जब हमें इस तरीके की चीजें मिलती थी और वो ये भी बताना चाहते हैं कि जो पास्ट में उनको मिला है वो अभी भी प्रेजेंट में भी उनको गोवा में वो सारी चीजें मिलती हैं क्योंकि बेकर्स का जो प्रोफेशन है वो एक तरीके से लिगेसी के अकॉर्डिंग जेनेटिकली जो है उनके बच्चे उस प्रोफेशन को हायर किए हैं और उस चीज को वो आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं. I hope student the chapter is clear to you, a baker from Goa. Now let me ask you some questions related to the chapter. Question 1. The baker was also there. Option A, a friend. Option B, companion. Option C, guide. And option D, all of the above. Your correct answer is option A, friend. Question 2. What did the children long for? Option A, lobes. Option B, bread bangles. Option C, banana bread. And option D, all of the above. Your correct answer is bread bangles. Question 3. How many times did the baker come every day? Option A, once. Option B, twice. Option C, thrice. And option D, daily. Your correct answer is twice. Question 4. That was called kabai. Option A, baker's dress. Option B, baker's basket. Option C, baker's bamboo, and option D, baker's song. Your correct answer is option A, baker's dress. Learn, practice, and improve. Chapter highlights are given on the page. You can go through the highlights, and the question for your homeworks are given here. Note down the questions and try to give the answers correctly. Till then, bye. Take care. Thank you.